You ever look at those top people in your field and just wonder, what are they doing that's so different? It can feel like they've got some kind of secret sauce, right? Some talent they were just born with. Well, today we're going to pull back that curtain.
So let's just get right into it. What is the one thing that truly separates the consistently great performers from everyone else who's, just good? Is it all about luck or being a genius? The answer honestly might surprise you.
Because here's the thing, that secret sauce isn't really a secret at all. High performance isn't something you're just born with. It's a skill. It's a whole set of deliberate, repeatable, and this is the best part, learnable behaviors that pretty much anyone can start doing. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break down this skill set into a really actionable blueprint. We'll walk through 3 core areas of mastery that all build on each other, giving you a super clear path to follow. Okay, so first things first. It all starts with the foundation, and that foundation is you. It's about mastering yourself. Because look, before you can lead a team or nail a huge project, you have to be able to lead yourself. This is all about building that personal discipline that peak performance absolutely 100% requires. So what does that look like? Well, the blueprint for mastering yourself really boils down to 4 key habits. First, sticking to a morning routine to really set the tone for your day. Second, managing your time like it's the most valuable currency you have. Third, maintaining strict boundaries to protect your energy and focus. And fourth, and this one is so important, actually prioritizing a real work-life balance so you don't burn out. And that brings us to this number, 1,440. You know what that is? That's the great equalizer. It's how many minutes we all get in a day. Doesn't matter who you are. High performers get this on a deep level. They treat every single one of those minutes like cash. They plan their days out. They even work on tiny things like getting faster at typing because they know all those little efficiencies, they add up to huge wins. Which leads us right to boundaries. Just look at this comparison. On one side, you've got the people pleaser. They're saying yes to every single request, they feel totally drained, and their real goals get pushed to the side. Now look at the other side, the high performer. They say no, but they do it strategically. It's not about being a jerk. It's about protecting their energy so they can absolutely crush their top priorities. So you might be thinking, how do I even start doing that? If saying no feels really uncomfortable, this tip is gold. Just start small. Practice with a micro no, a tiny, low-stakes refusal. Think of it like a workout. You're building up that boundary muscle, and it gets stronger every single time you use it. All right, so once you've got that personal foundation solid, it's time to level up. It's time to amplify your impact by mastering relationships. Let's be real. Success is almost never a solo sport. The best of the best? They are masters at building a powerful professional network. So how do they do it? Well, it really comes down to 3 things. First, communicating proactively. Second, building genuine, authentic relationships, not just networking. And third, and this is one people often forget about, it's actively managing your manager. And what does proactive communication even look like in the real world? It means you don't wait for your boss to chase you down for an update. You're already giving it to them. And it also means that when you run into a roadblock, you don't just dump the problem on their desk. You show up having already thought through a few potential solutions. That right there, that builds massive trust. It shows you're a problem solver. Now, this is a game changer when it comes to managing up. Stop guessing what your manager needs. Seriously, don't assume you know how they like to get updates or what their biggest priorities are. Just ask them. A super simple question like, hey, what's the best way for me to keep you in the loop on this, can totally transform your entire working relationship. No more mind reading. Okay, so you've got a strong personal foundation and you're building strong connections. Now we get to the final pillar, mastering your work. This is where it all comes together. This is where you turn all that discipline and all that relationship building into real, tangible results. And it all comes down to one thing, an ownership mindset. And this mindset shows up in 4 kind of next-level behaviors. See, high performers don't sit around waiting for permission. They create ways to lead. They take what you might call radical ownership of the wins and the losses. They are absolutely obsessed with growth. And because of all that, they've earned the trust to work autonomously. So when we talk about creating ways to lead, one great tip is to tie your ideas to your department's OKRs. Now, if you're not familiar, OKRs just stands for Objectives and Key Results. It's basically a framework companies use to set their big goals. And here's why this is so smart. If you can walk in and show exactly how your new project helps the company hit a key result, well, you're not just making a suggestion anymore. You're leading. This right here,
This is such a critical mindset shift. Most of us, we kind of fear feedback, and we see failure as the end of the road. But high performers, they see it as data. They see it as rocket fuel. Every piece of tough feedback, every project that doesn't quite work out, for them, that's just an opportunity to learn, get better, and come back even stronger.
And that growth isn't just about getting better at the technical parts of your job. Nope. To be a true high performer, you have to develop the whole package. That means actively working on your emotional intelligence, your communication, how you collaborate. You know, all those soft skills that are actually the hardest skills to get right.
So there you have it. That's the whole blueprint. It all boils down to these 3 pillars. First, you master yourself and build that rock-solid personal foundation. Then, you master your relationships to amplify your reach and your influence. And finally, you master your work to drive that incredible, undeniable impact.
So, the blueprint's all laid out, the behaviors are clear, and the best part is every single one of them can be learned. So the only question left is the one that really matters. Looking at everything we just talked about, what's the one behavior